Hey guys, Jamie Bodie with JOK Events here. Going to take a look at a light today. We're going to look at the Chauvet Intimidator series. Wash, zoom, 350 IRC. Alright, so it can be controlled with an infrared remote. Like that one right there. Alright. And the light looks like this. Really well built. Kind of feels like a little tank in your hands as you pick it up. It's got some good weight to it. You can tell this thing is really made well. One of the things on this that's really cool is the new full color display panel. When I first saw it, I was actually a little intimidated by it, that it might be hard to use, but it turns out setting your DMX address there. The run modes are over here. Setup is here. It's all simple, intuitive, very easy to follow. You're not going to be breaking out the manual on this one to try to figure out what's going on, at least with the menu part of it. One of the really cool things about this fixture is the motorized zoom. It will go from a 14-degree beam to a 58-degree beam. And what does that mean? Well, we'll show you in just a second here. We're going to put this down on the floor and take a look at it. Set up right now in just one of the auto modes. One of the things that people seem to really like about this light is that it's so quick. I mean, it turns and changes direction so quickly. A great example of how quickly this light reacts. Like I said, some people really enjoy that about this light. I gotta tell you the truth, it's one of the things that I didn't like about the light, that it moves so quickly. Chauvet has this covered. You can go into the settings and you can set your pan and tilt speed to fast or slow, so that you can slow it down so that it's not so quick moving around the room. Just based on what you like. You can even change this speed in the auto programs, at least, with the IR remote. We're going to take right now and slow this light down a lot from one extreme to the other, but you can see now it's moving very slowly. So it's got I think 255 degrees, and just over DMX of speed. So in the spirit of my good friend Jeremy Breck, we have placed these lights on the floor as uplights. Something I've always wanted to do is put a moving head type light on the floor behind the head table and point it up, and that would allow those lights to move, so they could rock back and forth or change things throughout the night. And so you could just have them moving from side to side, and we've got them set going pretty quickly now. But you know, you can make that nice and slow to give some attention back behind the wedding party. You cross them up, have them going straight up and down, whatever you want, but kind of putting some movement behind the wedding party, changing that up, maybe just not even movement throughout the night, but changing it at different points in the night, or changing, you know, the color and the look throughout the night. I think would be a really good idea for an uplight behind the head table. All right, so we talked about the fact that these are wash fixtures, but they also have a zoom from 14 to 58 degrees, I believe it was. So you can make these lights really narrow, making them, and if you look up at the ceiling, we have just a pin spot. I know that's overpowering the camera in this dark room. Or you can make them really wide into a nice wash that'll wash almost that entire wall. And so we've got the entire wall, the entire ceiling pretty much covered in light, or anywhere in between, so you can just kind of move them back and forth and make them be what you want them to be. You can make them match your other uplights if you're using them behind the table, or if you're using with other lights. You can change the spot. We're going to point one at a wall here pretty soon and take a look at what changing this does to the size of the spot. So lots of versatility with this light. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the zoom feature, pointing it at a wall instead of up the wall into the ceiling, just to show you hopefully how this thing works. That's as small as that light will get. We're about 12 feet across the room, I guess. And that's what it looks like at its smallest. Now you can make it bigger from there. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't know what this looks like on camera, but we have now washed pretty much that entire wall with light. So all the way from down as small as it can be to as large as it can be to anywhere in between. And this light is bright. There's not a light in this room on, and it's got the entire room lit up. So brightness is not going to be a problem. So 14 to 58 degree wash angles, IR remote pixel mapping, and just really cool light. Makes some great colors. Color mixing is really nice on it. Highly recommended. This is a very cool light. Wish I would have had this for my prom recently. It really would have done a great job in lighting that. So, love this fixture. All right, y'all take care.